And here we are, swap. Okay. Maybe I can stop the music right now. Yeah, I think it's better. Okay. Hello, coffee. Oh, another coach, guys. Guys, this is another coach from Italy. It's like working with HSL Academy. It's like assistant coach from HSL Academy. Okay. So, okay, we can start.
2, 1. Round 1. Capture.
So this is like the second round because I think you what happened, guys? Do you remember like what happened in Nepal? Because I think you stopped the first round, right? Something like that. There was like a pause and then you restart again in Nepal, something like that, if I remember correctly. So the first map, I mean, we skipped the first map there because you play. I mean, there's nothing to see, but this is another important map we can see. Internet issue. Okay. Wait, let me open Epic Pen. And I have my graphic tablet. Okay. Okay, the first one will be very, very fast, okay? Because I'm not too much interested on watching this, okay? I'm much more interested to, like, have a big high, like a deep high on the second map on Gibraltar and the third map on Anubis, okay? Yeah, I know, they won the first. Okay. Okay, so first thing I can notice here, what we can see here from this perspective. So it's quite easy, no? So we have 5 people here from OSH-TEKK Warriors, and we have the Doomfist, like his place is playing on the right. So he's very far from his teammates, and he's also getting spotted. So what does it mean this? I'm gonna just throw and you're gonna just answer me. Okay? I mean, Lucio is here, but you really should... I think it's fine. Yeah, like, imagine you're all 6 here, right? So what you can do here, like the first fight. Yeah, the first thing I can say, like, since you are all 6 together here, and no one is in off-angle, like, none of you is playing off-angle, like, Art is not playing off-angle, you should, like, probably just rush the other, okay? And that's actually what someone of you is doing, right? Because, as you can see, thank you for the follow. As you can see, like, what is happening right now? Like, 1, 2, 3... 3 person are here, 3 person are here. So we are very, very split. And thanks again for the follow. Okay, so again, hello Volcan. So again, if you are like know that they are coming from the left room, you could have just play together and rush them, right? And for sure, case play is gonna take a lot of time. The Doomfist from OSH-TEKK Warrior is gonna take a lot of time from coming from here to engage behind in off-angle, right? So you could have easily won the first fight just for that. So right now the problem from OSH-TEKK was that the Doomfist should not get scouted. So if the Doomfist is playing off-angle, should play off-angle without getting scouted. Because a good team is gonna react to the off-angle, and since the Doomfist is very far from the rest of the team, is gonna, like the enemy team is gonna rush as 6, right? So let's see what is happening. So the guys from OSH-TEKK are rushing from your spawn, like from the Redemption spawn. Now you are all together on the point. That's fine. Okay. But so the problem is this one. Like, we are not getting, like, as you can see, is really interesting how the OSH-TEKK is getting space and off-angle. Like, you can see that Boostio and Light are taking, like, the backline, and the Doomfist KSA place is still behind, right? And the problem from you guys is that you are waiting. In this case, what you are doing, like, you are waiting them to engage on you, and that's could be a problem, right? Because as we said a lot of time, this meta comes especially from the proactively play. So if you start engage before the enemy, you can you have more chance to get something, to force cooldowns or to kill someone, right? With a pull punch, for example. Okay? So what I'm expecting here is for sure not having a beat here behind the shield. I don't want to see like Heart playing here without doing anything. Like from here you can't do anything. Like what you should do is like getting ready to engage as soon as possible, for example the tank line, right? And what else? Since the Doomfist is behind, as you can see, is like who is gonna contest the Doomfist? Who normally in the composition is contesting a Doomfist should like take an eye on the Doomfist. This is a question, guys. Who is taking care about the Doomfist? In the comp, in the mirror matchup. Hello, Tamer. Hello, man. Hello, everyone. Thanks for the follow. So, yes, as Art said, there is like Sigma, right? So, I'm expecting Ryzen to be, like, to have an eye on KSA plays that is playing on the bridge, right? And this is the only one taking care about him. Because anyone else no one else should like keep staring on the Doomfist. What I'm expecting, like 5 person getting ready to rush the front line since the Doomfist is here, and Ryzen with the Sigma getting ready to force the Doomfist to go out and like punch and like stun with the rock the Doomfist, right? That's it. Okay? But I guess right now you are tunnel visioning too much or something. I guess you are looking for a pull boop, right? I guess you are tunnel visioning on the pull boop. So for that reason, you are not taking care of what is happening behind you, the off angle of the enemy DPS. And now you pull. That's a good pull, eh? That's a good pull. But the problem, as you can see, there is like the Doomfist now that is engaging. And we stun him. Luckily, like, Heart stunned the Doomfist, but the Doomfist stunned Ryzen. So basically, we could have like take a bit more care on the Doomfist, but that's fine. Now we are 5 versus 4. Okay, which is the problem now? Let me check. So Ryan Chu is getting low HP. I want to see if he used the cooldown, if he used the shift. No, I didn't use the shift. No, he dies. And that's fine. You are low HP. You got 2 picks, right? So we are 5 versus 4. What to do now? Yeah, also the Doomfist. Yeah, exactly, misclick. But in this case, since I would like, since the Doomfist, the enemy Doomfist is playing more behind, I like is playing on the flank. I want my Doomfist playing aggressively into their front line, and the only one should take care in this scenario, like to the enemy Doomfist, should be like Sigma, because I want my Doomfist engaging in their front line. Okay. Before focusing the DPS, right? And that's fine. So there are 2 things we want to do after we got 1 pick. We are +1, right? Yes, slow, stabilize. What to do? Well, we have 2 shield, right? We have this shield, we have Ryzen shield, we lost the big heal. So, what I'm expecting is pretty simple. Firstly, I want to give information on my teammates that the main healer, like the main heals, the main fount of healing is dead, right? So, we don't have Moira. So if I'm low HP, I'm gonna try to play very, very passively. And I'm gonna try to do what? For not dying, playing around shield, play around environment, not engaging into the enemy. Right? Super easy. So now, as you can see, like, firstly, Beat is shifting. So I'm expecting Beat to go back. Willy is playing here. And he should not play here. Right? I mean, you just pick two person, right, Willy? So if you pick 2 person in a position like this position, who is a safe position, or is when you're looking for a pull boop or stuff like that, like a risky place, because those are high reward plays, but are very risky, right? So after you get, like, for example, 2 picks with a pull boop, what are you looking to do in general? You try to like play passive, like play with your teammates. As soon as you boop them, okay, I got 2 picks, I'm gonna go back with my teammates. I'm not gonna keep pushing, right? Because it makes no sense, especially because the enemy, like here, like this position, is really aggressive, right? So of course the enemy does not have any, they're missing the 2 tanks, but still, they have DPS to kill you, right? So I'm expecting you now to not play like 2-1, 2, like here, 3 here, and like this. What I'm expecting is like everyone collapsing into the shields and playing around shields after we pick someone, right?
Is now active. Now active.
What's missing here? So first thing,
The objective is now
the enemy are going out from the point, right? And there is someone on the point. There is like Lucio. So right now the target we want to focus is Lucio on the point. We would like to pull the Lucio and kill the Lucio, right? I don't want to chase the enemy here. I don't want to chase because we are not 6. We don't have heals, right? So there is no sense of trying to get a pick risky plays like this. This is kinda bad. Especially because when we're looking to punch, Harto, what I told you, like what you want to be sure, which was the biggest like most important feedback I gave you when you're looking to punch, when you're looking to engage. You remember? Before that, when you're looking to... It's not about the going back. Going back, okay, it's fine. But which is the problem right now? Exactly. Like, the problem here is, like, as you can see, firstly, we could have, like, wait for the pull. We could, like, engage into the Lucio instead of the Reaper. But secondly, there is no help from your team to push. There could be like, for example, like a shield from Ryzen, right? What I want to see is like when the Doomfist is engaging, every time he's engaging aggressive like that, and there is a lot of space between the Doomfist and the rest of the team, okay? At least I would like to see the Sigma shield next to the Doomfist engage position, right? Hello, Antigon. Hello, man, how are you? And this is like very risky.
Mentre si sta decidendo chi dare da mangiare. Cala il panino.
And as you can see, you died.
Immagini. Sarebbe una scena stupenda.
Hello, Ale. You see how much we are trying to, like, not playing splitted. Also, like, see right now, Ryzen. I mean, you are here. There is, like, Lion that he just put it, like, his shield. You can see, just put the shield here. What does it mean if Lion is putting shield here? Okay, in this position. What does it mean? You want to play around that shield. Means that the space we are taking is like on the point, and then in that part of the point. You don't want to play in this part of the point. You want to play with this part, especially since you just use the shield. You just put down the shield, right? So you want to abuse the shield. There is no need for you to push aggressively. Hello, Pipolone. Now you pull, and you see? Since you tried like to split out from your teams, like trying to, I don't know what are you trying to do right now, guys. You should have played just with the Riza. Like right now, you just play with the Riza. Especially, it's not your job to poke out the Moira, but your job as a Sigma is trying to deny the enemy engage of the enemy DPS. The Reaper is down, but there is still Doomfist, right? So what I want to do is like looking around and trying to check the Doomfist, for example, that is behind us, right? Now you are dead. And Beat is playing a bit... Okay, so now I think the problem right now... is like, since we... I think we missed the part where we have our spawn from here, and it's not from here. So, right now, again, Lion used the shield here, so means we want to play around this shield. Since he put the shield here, means we want to play passively into the point, okay? Slow, open into the point. We don't want to play aggressively here, right? So means everyone playing around the shield. And now, Willy, I don't know what are you doing. I'm not sure you know that they're coming from... I think you maybe missed the spawn. You don't remember anymore that your spawn is this one and not this one? I don't know. Thanks for the follow. So, I'm thinking, I don't agree with engaging here. Bella tanchiata, hello man. So I don't agree with like playing aggressively. Like you have the point, right? You just lose the Lucio and the Sigma, and there are 5. There are 5 versus 4. So, and you have the point. So I would not recommend to you like to engage them. Like, there is no need for you to engage on them. You can keep playing passively. You have all the chance to play passively and play to peel. Right now, you should just play to peel. As a Doomfist, you want to... Since your Sigma is dead, the Sigma can't counter the enemy Doomfist engage again, right? So, as a Doomfist, I would like to go for the duel with the Doomfist. I'm gonna try to stop the enemy Doomfist engage. For example, you could have like go for the counter punch into the Doomfist to stop the enemy engage, and you don't need to engage on them. There is no need right now. Because you picked the Orisa, but now let's see. Okay. Now you're playing passively, you have almost your coalitions. I'm thinking. Okay. What happened here basically? So you kite the coalitions pretty well, as you can see. You kite the enemy coalitions pretty well, but since your Sigma, like everyone were coming from the spawn, and everyone were like basically full HP, and the enemy were very far. I don't agree with this engage with with these coalitions. You could have just I think right now Rancho got like panicked by, okay, I'm feeding my coalitions, I'm gonna use my coalition. Right now, I don't think you should use coalitions. Like, you should just wait for Ryzen to come back, being a 6 on the point, and then when you have like possibility to rush into the enemy, because you see like someone very, very close to you, or you can close the gap and then you can push the enemy. This is a fight where you need to play slow. How you can play slow? Well, there is a lot of environment. You see, like Reaper is playing here to not get Koal. You can also like playing inside the room to not get Koal. There are a lot of stuff you can do to play slow here, but this is a fight you want to play slow extremely. Now you got punch down. Willy again is playing aggressively. That's really risky, Willy. I don't know what are you doing right now. I mean, let me check again. So where you are coming? Okay, you are here. I don't know what are you doing. Like you don't need to ride like this. Like you are riding among 6 person, man. What the fuck? I mean, you are also close to your beat. So since you have beat, you should have played super passively. Just play on your wall. You can stay here to poke the enemy and maybe go for a pull for a poop when the enemy are pushing, or like try to punch, like try to deny the enemy of angle of the enemy Reaper, or like try to poke back the enemy Doomfist engage, right? You don't need to engage like that. This is really you see, like, what are you doing? Hello Busio, hello man. And again, like, see, like, now there is punch. I mean, there is the Doomfist we need to strike. Nice, nice shield by Ryzen. Okay, we killed Doomfist. So right now, what to do? Which is the keyword right now? Keyword. Can you tell me, chat? Can you tell me keyword right now? From Redemption, from the blue team. Which is the keyword to win this fight? Keyword. What should I call? If I was like the EGL, the in-game leader of Redemption, what I should call now? I killed someone. We killed Doomfist. Yes, exactly. I want to play passively bitter, right? I want to be sure Lion is gonna stay alive, so I'm gonna poke Lion. I'm gonna try to help Lion. Ryzen is gonna give shield to Lion. He's gonna try to help him. There is Reaper inside, right? I think this is Reaper, right? So I want to collapse into the Reaper, force the Reaper out, force the shift, and then kill him after. But all together as a team. I don't want here like a bit of split up, right? You know, I don't want to see like someone going from the left, someone else going from the right. That's pretty bad. Yes, exactly. And you see again? This coming from you, Willy. Like, another thing you should do as a Lucio. I mean, now you are like fighting back to try to not get killed by the Doomfist. But right now your goal as a Lucio, when you are riding, which is your goal when you are riding in a position? For example, right now you could have like tried to trade Bustio to not to not punch the enemy, to not boop the enemy, right? So it's really like one of the biggest way to stop a Lucio to boop is to go for a counter boop. That was like a way you're like doing that on especially during the goats, the meta goats, right? So you see art again, like these engage are not good. Like you need to start thinking about this, okay? This engage is not good. Why is not good again? You don't any follow up by your teammates. It's obvious. This is obvious. You're gonna die. Because this is not the right moment you want to engage into the enemy. Because Ryzen needs your help. Could have like Ryzen can't shield you, right? Everyone is like hold here. And when you're like Lion is like 1 HP, and what you have to do as a Doomfist is to peel, not engage. And you saw from one fight that you are like 6 versus 5. I mean, you are 5 versus 5 because Beat is dead, I guess. I guess Beat is coming from the spawn. Yeah. But from 5 versus 5, yeah, you lost this. Yeah, Beat was coming from the spawn. Especially since Beat was dead, you should have played more passively. Like, I think it's also missing, like, someone calling, okay, we are even, we are 5 versus 5, or we are 6 versus 6. Or stuff like that, right? Because from this calling, you can know if you have advantage or not, right? If you were like 6 versus 5, the stabilization part could be like a bit
Tozzo che mentre si sta
a bit
decidendo
like
qui da mangiare. Cala il panino
less, right?
all'Africa.
You don't need to stabilize too much
Sarebbe una
because you
chance
have
di
one
educare.
pick advantage, right? But if you are 5 versus 5, like for example, I'm expecting in a situation you lost someone, but then you are 5 versus 5, you're gonna call like we are even. So what does it mean? We have the point. I don't need to engage into the enemy. I'm gonna keep playing passively until I have an ultimate up or something, right? Thanks for the follow. So this fight is ended. Okay, now let's start talking about ultimate finally, okay? Because this fight was very, very long, and now we can see the ultimate situation, right? From the side of OSH-TEKK Warriors, we have Beat, and we have Reaper, Blossom, and we have also like Antigon with the Flux, right? On the other side, we have a bit more ultimate, okay? So in this situation, I would like to see for sure Will is gonna keep his beat for the Sigma ultimate, right? I will probably as a Reaper, okay, right now. What I should think about this, or what to do with my Blossom, how I can use my Blossom in this fight, in the upcoming fight, and which particular situation. So let's imagine we are the blue team, right? And like Redemption, and we know, yeah, when the Sigma halting, right? So if I know that the enemy Sigma got the ultimate, I will probably know that they're gonna engage with the Sigma ultimates, right? So as a Reaper, I wanna play off angle, I wanna play on a flank, I wanna try to be on the enemy backline when the enemy Sigma is ulting, because the enemy Sigma can't stop my engage, right? Also, as a proactive ultimate right now, since we don't have Sigma, we don't have Bongo or Sigma or Coalitions, we can engage with Art engage. We can go for the vanilla engage with Art and then pull Meteor Strike, right? And having as reactive ultimate, we can have Beat and Reaper. Both ultimate when the enemy Sigma is ulting, for example, right? Okay, so OSH-TEKK is giving us all the space. So you're moving from the right, but there is a problem. First biggest problem is Beat is here. So we are not checking that we are 5 only, we are not 6. So there is a big problem right now. Because we're taking the fight with the Reaper behind, right? Another problem. So we're engaging. They force a fortify, and now our Doomfist died, right? How we can avoid this? Which is the problem right now? Who did the mistake? No, this music is pretty okay. Well, for sure you know that the Doomfist is on the left because he made noise, right? So the one that he should like take care of the Doomfist, you should be Ryzen. You need to be faster on like trying to scout for the Doomfist. You can't at all like give like the Doomfist all the space to engage like that. Too many times happened. Also, you Art in this case, since the Doomfist is engaging like this alone, you see like this engage by the Doomfist. It's not too much good because it doesn't have anything to get like follow up, right? There is no shield, there is no healing. You see, his tank line very far from him. So this Doomfist should die. Willy? What is this bit? Yeah, you can punch them, and both of the Doomfists are gonna be on the ground, but the enemy Doomfist is gonna be among all your team, right? So he's gonna die for sure. Like, this beat is pretty weird. I mean, you can't beat right now. You want to beat when he's actually pressing the left click with the flags, right? You press the beat a bit too early. Let me check about the shield. Okay. Okay, you don't have shield of Orisa. Another thing I'm noticing, why you beat and then you push like here? Like, what is your what are you trying to do right now? I don't get it. I mean, I don't know, like, what are you trying to do right now? I mean, there is no sense of, like, this is a fight where you want to play slow, especially since you lost someone, right? You can't at all, like, playing aggressively right now. Like, so this push, like, here is basically makes no sense at all. Also, if you're trying to go for a pull boop, again, this is not the right moment for doing that. Yes, exactly, Duke. I think he misunderstood. Imagine, like, Duke, you need to know that these guys are playing in LAN, so I think, like, it could happen. This is, like, a mistake, a big mistake, I would say, but I think it could happen, maybe. I don't know. It's fine. I mean, it's okay. He knows about this mistake, and should never happen again, for sure. But, like, what I can't understand right now is, like, why it's, like, overriding here, really. I don't get it. Like, there is no sense at all. Like, your teammates are playing passively, are here, are trying to stay alive since you waste a bit too. So, also, what's happening is basically, I don't know why Beat shifted. He went here and then he went back. I mean, you lost someone, so means right now, which is the keyword, you go back, you kite back, you just fucking disengage, right? You go back at all. This is not a fight you're gonna win. Let's go forward. Okay, so now we use the beat, they use Sigma only, right? So we have 5 ultimate versus 5 ultimate, basically. Okay, so I think right now, the biggest thing we can do, to be honest, we could actually, so there are 2 things we can do in this fight. We can engage with Bongo Coalitions. But for doing a very good Bongo Coalitions, what I would suggest, instead of playing on the left, going from the left, since they're all on the left, I would go on the right. And then I'm gonna try to force the fight on the point. The second possibility is like going for the Sigma ultimate, right? But for doing that again, you want to like have the enemy in open, right? You can't use your Sigma ultimate like here. Because, like, if the enemy are good, they can kite your Sigma ultimate. With like, they can like stay alive with the Sigma ultimate without using neither the beat. Because there is always like this room that where you can't actually engage, because it's a very little choke, right? So you can't actually go forward when you're using your Sigma. Now you pull, but you're going forward, okay? They're beating, and now we're going our coalitions. I'm trying to understand, like, we are using coalitions, but which is the plan right now? I don't think there is a plan. First problem is we are engaging. Okay, so as I said a lot of time, when you are looking to like Sigma Ultimate, when you're using Sigma Ultimate and the enemy are using Bit, okay, for trying to not like your goal right now is just to bait the Bit, right? To trade one ultimate for another ultimate, right? But in the meanwhile, like if you're pushing aggressively and you find yourself like too much aggressive when the enemy still have barriers and you don't, well, that's a problem, right? Because you see now, just see the HP bar, right? This and this. Which HP bar is better? The red one, like from OSH-TEKK, or yours, Redemption? And someone is kiting. I can see that someone is trying to kite. Understood this concept. But someone else didn't. So, for example, I don't want to see Willy playing aggressively right now. Willy should not be here. Willy, you should be here with Ryanshu. Ryanshu is in the right position. The Sigma is in the right position. At least Moira, Lucy, and Sigma should be they should be on the backline. I would say that Lion can stay here only because he got the gold to escape, maybe, and from the Reaper ultimate. And both Reaper and Doomfist can escape too, right? But on the paper, no one should like playing inside, go inside. We should, okay, we bait the beat, we go back. We wait until the beat is ending, and then we push back again, right? Make sense for you guys? Can someone from the chat say anything? There are too many lurkers, too many person are just watching this. No one is saying anything. Come on. Let's talk a bit together. Do you have any question about this? So you Sigma, you force the beat, you chill, you don't use anything, and then you push again. So imagine this fight, everyone here inside the room, when they're beating and they're using Reaper Ultimate. And then, after the beat is ended, we rush back again with Coalitions as Bongo into the enemy. Yes, exactly. In any case, Duke, what I would suggest here, as I said, there are two options to winning this fight, like to engage in this fight, okay? Two options. The first one is engaging with Flux to bait the beat, okay? But going from the left, okay? So going from here. And why you want to go from here? This corner, like this rotation is better because the enemy are holding here, right? And like as you said, you're gonna force the enemy to go back to the point. And from here, you're gonna have all this good sideline open space to use the Sigma ultimate, so Flux, to bait the beat and not like disengage the enemy beat when they're beating. Or the same, imagine we are we don't want to use Sigma, but we want to use, like, for example, Bongo Koal, as you said. Bongo Koal, again, is really good when you have, like, good, very good sightline. Like, very long sightline, I want to say, right? Long. Okay? You want very long sightline, like this sightline. This is a very long sightline. And you can get a lot of value from this sideline, right? Hello, Abdul Khalik. Our plan was using Sigma forcing Beat and then Beat can flank with his ult. Okay, that's not the point I'm talking about, Ryzen. That's fine. The plan was fine. The problem was the execution and where you execute the plan. Okay, where? I'm not talking about which you failed the ultimate you used, okay? I'm talking about how, like, where you use your ultimate. But I'm doing the washing up watching your stream. Ah, okay, okay, it's fine, party. Correct? So the next time, guys, the point from this is gonna be like basically the feedback is where you're thinking about which ultimate to use. Alts is fine. You can decide whatever you want. But think about where you want to use your ultimate, depending on the ultimate that are using. And both Sigma ultimate, when you're Sigma ulting, you want to be in an open space. You don't want to be inside a room. In a little choke. And they fucked up the lost fight. Oh wait, they win the fight actually, because they used a lot of ultimate actually. I remember this, yeah. The problem here is, so they're using Beat Reaper, okay. Now Art, for not dying, is using the Doomfist Meter Strike. And it's gonna land very, like, in the last second, because you want to wait for the last, like, the last second for when they don't have the barriers anymore. And Beat, I think, is behind them. I don't know where is Beat with the Reaper. Yeah, he's behind. So now we are 5 versus 5. Then they're using Coalitions, they're using Doomfist. Okay, Beat is playing, okay, Beat was playing here. And now he's here. Okay, and he got okay. Basically played. They didn't scout the Reaper. When it TP dead? Let me check. I want to see when he go there. Okay, he shifted back there. Okay, fine. No one see them. Like, he was here and he shifted behind. That's actually a clutch. I would say it's a clutch. Also was very good. Why? Because I think was very good because they didn't have Sigma, right? So no Sigma means I can use my ultimate very freely, right? They didn't have Sigma and they didn't have neither Doomfist to punch the Reaper. So right now, Beat is very free to use his ultimate. So it's good. Yeah, it's fine. Both teams use a lot of ultimate. So it's fine because we use 5 ultimate versus 5 ultimate. Both teams got Bongo. Okay, so on the paper, this fight should be on the Redemption side. Why? Because, you know, when you are when you have like one ultimate, we are 1-1, right? We have Bongo. It's the same ultimate, right? Who is gonna win? Which team is gonna win? On the paper, if on the paper, like in a mirror matchup, when you have Bongo, which team is gonna win? The one that is defending, that got the space. That's of course is a easy question. I mean answer. Yeah, of course. Why? Because the one that is defending got the priority, got the play. They can play proactively. They can start actually the fight. They can decide how to position themselves, right? They can have like a Reaper here, all the other on the right, and then pushing as soon as possible. 3, 2, 1, Bongo, and we push inside together, and they can't react. Also, if Keck Bond is gonna react to the Bongo, reacting into a Bongo is gonna be always bad. And now, if you play proactively, so you start the fight with an ultimate, with the right positioning, with the correct cooldown aggression, you're gonna win. So now I can see. So we have like a Reaper here. So no Fangle, not too much of Fangle by the Reaper. So if the Reaper is playing here, I guess you are baiting the enemy to come inside, right? Because you want to have the Reaper shooting to the back of the enemy, right? You are playing off angle, you want to play from here. I remember this fight, so we basically use the Bongo. This is proactive, you see? Now we use the Bongo, now we push inside, right? Bongo and then Doomfist. Insta kill on the Risa. That's an insta kill. And see the Risa from easy. Destroyed. Now all together, we rush. We push the Sigma. We kill the Sigma. Easy win. So now, last fight. They have a Tracer. They have a pole. What to do now? How to not fuck up this fight? Tell me, guys. What to do? Come on, solution. How you need to play with this comp into this comp? Since they picked 1 and 2 flankers, like a diver, right? What to do? Come on. Come on, answer. Well, I'm not saying you can push, you can play on the point, whatever, but as the point is like, I think it's fine. You can also not giving space. You can like, for example, you can play in the choke, that's fine. But you can also like play on the point, give them space. But the point for sure is 1. You want to play all together. No one should be in off angle. Because since they have a Tracer and they have a ball, they can like, you're not gonna get the advantage if you play off angle, right? So it's really important that you play all together. You can play aggressively into the choke, since the front line is less power than your front line, of course, because they have a ball and a Tracer and not a Reaper and a Sigma. That's fine. But the problem is gonna be like, you're gonna go here, someone is gonna touch for sure the point. Okay? So what is gonna happen? For example, the ball is gonna touch the point. You should not split up. You need to decide, as a 6 person, we want to push the front line, or we want to go back together into the point. Not splitting up. Alessandro, we need to. We are talking about. We are talking in English. Sorry, man. We need to talk in English. This is English review. Once he is Bongo, send your Reaper aggressively to kill it, since they cannot kill him fast enough with that comp. Well, since they have Bongo, yeah, Bongo is not too much a win condition, to be honest, but yeah. Let's see what is happening and see what they did wrong, okay? Because the blue team, I'm gonna spoil that, is gonna lose this fight. So I can see we know what they're doing, but again, what Beat is doing. Hello, Nokino. Hello. So Alessandro Cantore said in Italian, but I'm gonna translate for the English. Play 6 on the point. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's fine. Like playing the point of this is like you can play aggressively into the choke, not give them space. That's fine. But you need to pay attention to not split if they're touching the point. Or what you can do is just the point of this is like playing together. Play S6. You first raise a recall and then you use Moira. Sult, the opposite team won't have any other ult than the Bongo. It's fine. I mean, we're close to the coalition, so yes, I would say, like, just play passively and, like, play together. Like, try to... Someone is gonna need to touch so you can kill the target that is touching. But the problem is, like, Beat is here, the Doomfist is here, so right now we are starting split. Well, you cannot leave the Bongo uncontested. You can like kite the Bongo. That's what I mean. For sure the key in general, I'm just talking in general. Right now, playing together, that's the key. It's not important where you play. It's not too much important, okay? The first thing I would say, play together. On a like a high level team, I'm gonna talk about where to play, right? So for example, contender team, I'm gonna say, okay, just versus this, you're gonna play on the choke. And you're gonna rush the front line. And if someone is touching the point, where you go back as 6 together into the point to kill the target that is contesting. That's it. But like a lower team, I'm gonna just say the key to win this is like play together. I don't want too much. I don't want to go too much deep in details, you know, on where to play, which target is gonna do what, like stuff like that, because it's too much feedback. So now we pull the Lucio, we kill the Lucio, okay, and now we are fine. Because now we are 6 versus 5. And we have almost coalitions. So keep playing together. It's fine, boys. Orisa no Fortify. Oh my god, this is a really good win condition, right? Orisa no Fortify. So, first thing, I don't want to play how to deny poop in this map, guys. This is like, clip this, please, because you can't get poop so many times. If you play on this part of the point, there is more chance you're gonna get boop, punched, pulled, and stuff like that. Fact. Okay? So what you wanna do, since they have ball, the loose is that, but they have ball, they have also like pull. I would say let's play on this part of the point. This is the good part of the point. You can also play inside here. Thank you, Duke, for the sub. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate it a lot. Fucking Antigon, yeah, fucking Antigon. But it's not fucking Antigon. It's you fucking like throwing the game because I mean. I don't even know how you got roll like this. Ah, the Doomfist. Was the Doomfist? Was actually the Doomfist the problem? Because Doomfist come from here. Wait, not from here. Let me check. Not from here. Yeah, he went from here, and yeah, he like punched you a bit, yeah. And also the ball. But another big problem I notice is like Beat right now is playing here, and for example, this should be like how you win this fight. Okay, you are here, right? Beat is here. They're coming from here. If I was Beat, I'm gonna say, okay, Orisa is coming from the left side. Is coming from the left side. What you have to do, you just group up to Beat that is playing here. See? See this? Okay, Beat is here. What you want to do, go with Beat. You're 6 versus 5. You have 1 pick advantage. They're playing with Ball and Tracer. They don't have speed. Right now here they are only 3. Orisa no gold. If you have, just press W. Close the gap with the Reaper. Play together in this corner 6. And rush the Orisa. You win. This is fight is a throw. Anyway, go forward. Next fight. So next fight we have coalitions, and they have coalitions too. So we're basically 6 versus 6. But the point, the difference is they have a ball, and we don't have a ball. We have a Sigma, right? So versus ball, what we want to do is like try to rush as soon as possible, right? Try to rush the enemy as soon as possible. And try to not give them space to how to do, like, to engage with the ball, because the value from the ball is gonna be if the ball is gonna be able to get a good slam on you, right? So for example, right now I would suggest, for example, probably, I don't know, let's see, yeah, maybe coming from here is fine. Let's see. And moving forward, this ball should be dead. Why there is no pull here? Where is the pull from the Orisa? Lion, where is your pull? Where is your pull? Why there is no fucking pull? Why Antigon is not dying here? Guys, Antigon is half HP. Should be dead now. Beat didn't eat teams once. See Beat. See here. Right now Antigon is 1 HP. Beat is 84% of his ultimate. Or 85. So no hit on the ball. This ball should be dead. What the fuck? And also, like, I would say on the part of OSH-TEKK Warriors, I don't know what you were doing, Antigon. You were fucking throwing this. This could be like the biggest throw in your entire life, probably. Yeah. Yeah, you as a ball, in this fight, you could have do like this. Like, for example, as a ball, you can hide here, or you can hide on the left. Bait the enemy to be in open on the space, on the point. And then, for example, with the Doomfist on the case play on the right and you on the left, you can bait the enemy to be on the point. And then when they are on the point, you set up a full a dive with ball and Doomfist. But this thing you are doing was fucking, I don't know.
Immagini. Sarebbe una scena stupenda.
Hello, Light. Hello, man. You asked for holding the choke? Okay. Well, I don't agree with holding choke with the ball. To be honest. Yeah, but on the paper should not be like that. Like versus, you should give them the more space as you can. Because if you hold choke, on the paper at least, also if you're gonna get a slam, I think they're gonna win the fight. Imagine like two good teams at the same level. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Like, that is happening every time in the LAN, so it's fine. Again, this coalitions is not timed with the right timing. This is not the right timing for coalitions. Coalition is not gonna give anything to the ball, only because ball is low HP with shields. Is using shields. You are not gonna coal the ball for that. Especially you don't wanna coal in a corner versus a Doomfist, right? Or something, because they can actually, a good Doomfist, as soon as you're gonna move like from the corner, the Doomfist is gonna engage here. That's what actually is happening, right? Now, but you're moving on the right way, so let's see that the position for Brian Shaw is fine for the coalitions. But the problem right now is like we need to take care about the Doomfist again. We got pulled. Willy, you are in a bad position because well, let me check. I don't know what you're doing. Okay, let me check. So you should have been here, like playing around here. You don't need to ride here. You don't look for pull boop at all, because in attack you can't go for pull boop like that because they're gonna see you. So you just play on the wall to deny the pull punch, to not get punched, but you play here to not get punched. Here I think you went for the wall ride. I don't know if you get. I think you got pulled probably, or you just went back. I don't know what happened, but you got picked. And then you died. I'm trying to think. Art, okay, because you have ultimate. Okay, it's fine. I don't know. Since you got picked, you fucked up your only ultimate. You fucked up a lot of things. Like ultimate with coalitions, you didn't kill the ball. And then you got punched by the Doomfist. You didn't have the Lucio. This fight could be winnable actually. How you can win this fight though? In this situation, how you can win this fight? Can someone from the chat can tell me how we can win this fight? We are 5 versus 6. What you have to do if you are like blue team? Question. 1. Are you engaged? You should play aggressively? Or you want to play slow passively? Yeah, you have 2 big win condition. Actually 3 win condition. So if in the middle of the fight you are good with calling, and you have, if I was Ryzen beaten out, I would say, okay, I am close to my C-Flux, I'm close to the Blossom, I'm close to the Missile Strike. I'm gonna play passively, I'm gonna keep poking. I have the space, right? I have a shield here, I don't need to engage into the enemy. Lucio, if I'm gonna play slow, I'm gonna get 2 things. First thing, I'm gonna build ultimate to win the fight. Right? So play slow to poke. I'm gonna play slow to build ultimate and plus that are win condition in this situation. Of course. And also second one, I'm gonna give few times to have Lucio coming back from the spawn. Because it's gonna take like few seconds to come back, right? Also, like, Beat does have no shift. So, yeah, I think right now you don't need actually to play aggressively. Like, what you're doing is playing aggressively. Yeah, you have a lot of ultimate coming up here. Then you lost. Okay. Okay. So now, can you give me 1 minute? I'm gonna go to bathroom. So if you have any questions, we're gonna start with the second map, okay? That is new matchup because it's May Reaper, and this is actually May Reaper versus May Hanzo. So we can talk about this matchup, okay? 2 seconds, guys. I mean 2 seconds. 1 minute.
Does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10.
Okay, I'm back. Okay, are we ready for the second map? Well, I'm gonna take this like a yes. Let me. Okay. Let me check OBS. Okay, it's fine. Okay. Okay, first thing. Is everyone here, guys? So, let's start talking about the composition difference. So, how these two compositions are working. So for some reason, maybe for the map, like they're playing with Hanzo. So they're gonna try to abuse the off-angle with Hanzo position on high ground probably. So I want to know how we want to play these two compositions. Which composition should play aggressively? Which composition should play slow? So if we were like playing like the Reaper May, so we are Redemption. Okay, what to do? This is the win condition for us. World Sigma, okay, pushing. First thing, first feedback, push. But second thing, I want to know, did you scout at the start the Hanzo? Do you know that they have Hanzo? Exactly, Ryzen. You said shield Hanzo. So as soon as you see they have Hanzo, you play on the right, so the Hanzo can shoot you to you. They're playing on the corner. You just rush from the right, without wasting your shield. Just rush into them. Super fast. But see, you are not playing fast. This is not rushing. See, just rush. Don't waste down. The more you're gonna wait, the more your shield and your healings are gonna get wasted, right? So just rush the Sigma. See how much is close. The Hanzo is above, right? Is on the top. On the top of the ball here, the word, like I don't know how to call it, right? But you said I'm gonna shield, you need to shield the Hanzo, right? But are you actually shielding Hanzo? Yeah, I don't agree with your shield like that. I don't know why you shield you use your shield like this. Let's say that also like this wall wasn't the best one. Could have been like more here to close the Sigma, right? To not get escape. Hello, Liavi. But also, the Hanzo is very free to farm, like to shoot on you. And now you are in the sight line of the Hanzo. Because Hanzo is above you and you are all here. And Hanzo is gonna shoot you. So, imagine, if the Hanzo is on the top here, where you need to play on the map? Here? Or for example, here? Yes, exactly. And like, using your shield, Ryzen, should always for the Hanzo, nothing more. You can't shield, you're using your shield only for the front line. See, all the time. At the start. Right now you're wasting your wall, your shield. So now you're pushing. You don't have shield anymore basically because your shield is basically down. For nothing. Because this shield is not helping anyone. You move forward, your shield is down. You try to push the Sigma. But we didn't kill the Sigma for some reason. We weren't able to kill the Sigma. And now we are playing with now, this is the part. We rush and we didn't get anything. We didn't get anything, right? So, but for the rushing, we used a lot of cooldown, right? We use cooldown. So this is a problem because right now we need to have stabilization because we don't have shield, we don't have healing, we don't have anything basically. So right now I would suggest a stabilization. And now Hanzo now just kill the Risa. And why kill the Risa? Because we don't have gold, we don't have shield, we don't have healing. No one is contesting the Hanzo. Now we lost another fight. I mean, the same fight. And where you... Oh, wait, what are we doing? So we lost two. We lost the Reaper, we lost the Riza. We lost the Mei. And now we are using ultimate. What the fuck? I don't get it. I mean, don't you think he could have waited a bit more, Ryan? You should have waited a bit more. I think your problem is like, okay, I'm feeding my ultimate. As soon as gonna get my ultimate, I'm gonna use my ultimate. That's not like this. Because you're 3 versus 5. But you have spawn advantage. So if you have like wait like 5 seconds more, you could have been 6 versus 5, since they have like the Hanzo coming from the spawn, and you could have rush with the coalitions. This coalition is pretty bad. And we waste another coalitions for nothing. You Willy, I don't know what are you doing right now. But you're playing very, very aggressively. I like the aggression. But now they have coalitions, we don't have coalitions. Let me check. Okay, you Ryzen, you waste every cooldown. So you waste this shield. You waste this shield. You see, you can see now. You waste all the shield because now you don't have shield anymore. Now you use your matrix. Since you don't have shield, you don't have matrix, and you're low HP, you can't go forward. You don't have anything. As a Sigma, you want to play passively. You can't play aggressively like that. And you're pushing out. And especially since they have like a Mei that can wall you. And that's what's happening. And then you got walled. And you got killed. Because you didn't have anything. They couldn't kill you because there was the wall. You didn't have a matrix. You didn't have a shield. Now another fight probably lost. Let's go forward. So, next fight, we don't have ultimate, right? So I would suggest you to just poke. You know 100% they're gonna have a lot of ultimate coming up. They're gonna probably have every ultimate at this point. Since both fight... I mean, there wasn't two actually fight. There was like basically one very long fight. So one very long fight means everyone are gonna have their ultimate. 100%. Because one long fight with anyone dying from the enemy team means a lot of ultimate. So right now they have every ultimate coming up. They have Hanzo. They have everything, right? So right now you don't have anything. This fight is gonna be you're gonna lose this fight. So since they have ultimate, this is the situation. The enemy got a lot of ultimate. You don't have no ultimate. What to do in this fight? Which is a solution for this fight? Come on, someone else. Come on, chat, please. Don't sleep. Yes. Wait to ult. Wait for alt. Yeah. Everyone is sleeping in the chat. It's fine. Understandable. So, what I want, yes, is building alt. So what you want to do is like just try to poke. For sure, rushing right now is not gonna... You're not gonna win with this. Yeah, exactly. There is like exactly this QWERTY. So what QWERTY said is extremely important. When you don't have ultimate, the enemy team got ultimate. The solution to the fight is very simple. You want to play very far from the enemy, far. But far where you can actually poke. Okay? So you can actually build your ultimate. Poke to build ultimate, right? And if the enemy for some reason, since you're playing far, if the enemy for some reason they are engaging with ultimate, since you are far, you're gonna have more chance to bait the enemy ultimate. To force the enemy to use ultimate, but since you are far, you're gonna be able to kite at that ultimate. I mean, you're not gonna 100% kite the ultimate, but you're gonna have more chance. More chances to kite the ultimate, okay? Makes sense for you guys? Is anyone want to, like, understood this? Any questions? So you're rushing from the right, trying to go high ground, but I mean they have their ultimate and they're basically using one ultimate, and you died. It's fine. I mean, trust me, a good team is gonna engage anyway with the ultimate. They're gonna try to close the gap, but still, you can keep... imagine. They're playing here in the corner. And you are playing here. Okay? This is the distance, okay? Imagine, the enemy team is not gonna engage because the distance is very long, right? So what they're gonna do? They're gonna close the gap, right? They're gonna rush a bit to get value from this ultimate. They want to engage with something, right? It's fine. They're gonna engage. But since you are close, you are far, if the enemy are pushing, your goal is to play slow, right? And you want to kite, so you're gonna keep kiting. If they push for 3 meters, you're gonna kite for 3 meters, right? 3 meters, you're gonna kite for 3 meters, basically. So you're always having the distance from there. Okay? Yes, exactly. What I'm talking about, hello Duke, welcome back. So basically what I want to say is like you are looking to just basically your first goal is to poke to get ultimate up, right? In the best scenario, since you are very far from the enemy and the enemy want to engage, maybe that you have more, as I said, you have more chances to bait the enemy ultimate. And then they engage with yours. Okay, that's what I'm saying. So next fight, KC plays from the Mei went to the Doomfist. So now you need to adjust your playstyle because now you need to take care about the Doomfist. Now you are close to 1, 2, 3 ultimate almost, right? Again, how you want to play this? So right now, if you just rush them, 100% you're gonna die. Hello, Pyre Flag.
Cala il panino all'Africa.
100% you're gonna die. If you rush right now, you're gonna die. Because they're gonna pull, they're gonna start with pull Dragon Strike. And then they're gonna Sigma, for example. And you're gonna die. Or they can just Sigma. And you're gonna die anyway. Thank you for the follow, Pyre Flag. Okay. The situation is pretty simple. Situation here is pretty simple. Like why OSH-TEKK lost this? Well, was much. It's very simple to understand actually. It's like firstly, I would not agree on like engaging with Sigma in the choke here. Okay, because since there is a lot of environment, means that Light, for example, is not gonna get too much value from the Hanzo. Firstly, if we need to talk about the general picture, okay? So I would suggest more to play like they played the first fight, right? So play around the corner, force the red team to force like to play like here. So the answer that is on the top can like actually get value from that. Second thing I would say is like this comp is not a comp you're gonna normally you play in the old meta, but in the upcoming meta, so the one on P tier that is gonna be hopefully tomorrow coming up on the live, there is a lot of Hanzo, right? And normally Hanzo ultimate is the first ultimate you want to engage. Engage with Hanzo. Let's start. I want to talk about a bit. I want to talk a bit of the new meta. So Hanzo is really cool. Like Dragon Strike is really cool in the new meta because it's a very good tool to force what the lamp of Batiste, the immortality field of Batiste. So Hanzo is really cool. Like pulling, starting the fight with a pull Hanzo Dragon Strike is a very good way to force the lamp. Always. I don't care about which ultimate you have. I don't care if you have Square, if you have Fortify, whatever. If you have Hanzo, you always start with Hanzo. Also because Hanzo is really fast to farm as ultimate, right? So, start with Hanzo, pull Dragon Strike, and then you use your ultimate. Same thing in this meta too, of course. But I don't agree with Antigon going for this ultimate right now. Also, he went very aggressive. I mean, see where is Antigon right now. And there is basically, I don't know what they're doing, but there is basically no aggression from the blue team, from the OSH-TEKK Warriors. So now the OSH-TEKK are kiting back, and that's good. A good kite. There is Zoomfist behind. They keep rushing. Yeah, I think right now they fucked up a bit because I don't know if they know what they're doing, but they should like full back. Like OSH-TEKK, they lost one. So since they lost, they held for 2 minutes. I would consider the option, since we lost one, I would just play super back. I'm gonna full kite back to the checkpoint, basically, and not standing here. I don't know why you held here. You should have like go back towards the spawn with the speed. But like now Lucio is like okay, they're staggering a bit. Yeah, now Hans is touching the point. At least they're touching the point. Yeah. Now next fight. Okay. Big question. Now, let's see what they're doing. I think they're gonna take the Reaper. Yeah, Light is taking the Reaper, right? So, first thing, Lion. I think Lion is here, right? Lion, are you here? So, first question. Why no one is getting this and this? Why you're not abusing the chokes? Like for example, you have your bongo, right? When you have a choke and you want, for example, I don't know, I don't think you want to engage with bongo. I think you are looking to engage with Sigma ultimate, I guess, right? Sigma first beat and then going, for example, with the Mei. The call should be like this: go for the Sigma, force a beat, and then going for the Mei. This could be fine, and that's fine. Like, giving them space. It's fine. It's fine. Or for example, let's imagine you want to engage with bongo. If you want to engage with bongo, you don't want to give them space. You can, for example, hold here with the shield, bongo here when the enemy are coming up, and then rush. With this tool, basically the enemy can't destroy at all your bongo, because it's gonna be basically invincible. Like no, there is no way they're gonna destroy the bongo unless they're gonna use like coalitions, for example. So it's really good, like abusing shield, like abusing walls and shield of Riza, like this. I don't know how to call it, but it's really cool. So first mistake I noticed. Hey, Jin. Evil Tosser Bongo. Exactly, exactly. Evil Tosser Bongo. I like this. First thing, I don't know why you're standing above the payload. I don't agree with standing above the payload, because if the call is playing with Sigma Ultimate, you want to force the enemy, you want to give space to the enemy, so they're rolling open and then you Sigma, right? But you don't want to stay above the payload, you want to be behind the payload. So you have the payload as a cover for the tanks. And you could avoid the punch of the Doomfist on you, a Lion, for example. Right? And now you use also your gold. And now you're using... so now you are using... they're using Bongo Coalition's Beat. And we're using Sigma Ultimate. Let's start from the first thing. Heart, as a Mei, it's really important you don't split up like this. As a Mei, since your block, your shift, is not a shift for disengage, you can't actually move, okay? It's really important that as a Mei, you, as I told you, you keep playing around your shield tanks. Because your shield tanks are the help for you. You can't use your block here like you did. You can see now. You see, now you are using your block. You use your block here and see how much the distance between you, that you are here, and your teammates that are here. You are dead 100%. And the problem is your position. You want to play around your tanks. If your tanks are going back like this, you go back with them. You can't play off angle at all. Because now I don't think your teammates can help you. The only way they can help you probably is like engage with beat. And I think they can actually... Willy should actually use the beat here. Because they don't have Sigma Ultimate, and we know that. I think here in this fight... they're using Bongo Coalitions. We're using Sigma, they're using beat. We should beat too. We should counter the beat with another beat, because they don't have Sigma. They used the Sigma Ultimate last fight. Now you're using Reaper Ultimate too. We are using every ultimate basically. Yeah, we use every ultimate. We use 6 ultimate basically in the fight. 5 ultimate. But it's fine because since they swap players, Light swap from the answer to the Reaper, now they don't have ultimate too. So that's not bad too much. But right now, if we could have like won the fight more easier just doing like this. Play all behind the point, give them space, go for the Sigma, forcing the beat, and then going for the pull Mei ultimate, and you win 100% without using any other ultimate. Maybe the beat if needed. Too many ultimate here. So now let's see the next fight. So we have beat above the plane. You can't see that, but beat is above the plane. If I remember correctly. Or maybe not, I don't remember. No, beat, yes, I think beat is, yeah, he's behind them. Our Reaper is behind too. Ryzen in some way. Ah, he went on Iron. Okay, it was an Iron. Oh, that's cool. Like, he went on Iron, he killed the Doomfist. Wasn't expected, to be honest. Okay, now they are forcing out the Reaper. We kill the Risa. We kill the Reaper. Yeah, we kill the Reaper now, I think. Yeah, because it doesn't have any 45, that's fine. Very good, like push from the Iron. But now it's really important that we play aggressive as much as we can. We can't give them space. First thing, I want someone scouting. First thing, right now, how to win this fight? Playing proactively. You don't want to proactive. You want to fucking engage aggressively into them. You can't let them come out. You can't leave the Risa going out with the Sigma without without forcing the Fortify, right? So how to do that? First thing, we want to bait. We want to scout, right? We want to scout and see from where sightline, where position. Where Choke is coming, from where Choke is coming the Risa. So we want to scout. I want someone, for example, Ryzen with the Sigma scouting bot right and see who is coming from the bot right. Okay? Beat, I don't agree with having Reaper standing here. Because for sure you are alone. This is not off angle. If someone is coming out from here, they're gonna force you 100% out. And you're gonna shift early and you're gonna die. So instead of being here, you can, for example, playing, I would say playing below. So if someone is coming out, he is gonna drop down and you can kill him. Or you can play inside the room also. So if someone is coming from, like, they can't scout you at all. But being on the high ground right now is not gonna give you anything. That's actually a bad position. Yeah, for example, if the Reaper was like here, now the Doomfist case play should be dead. And now our Reaper shifted back. We don't have a shift of Reaper. And they're playing aggressively. They don't have Fortify. I don't think we have Fortify neither. Let me check. No, we still have Fortify. Okay, that's good. And now they're pulling, but we don't... Okay, they're not getting anything. Doomfist is dead. But now, for example, let's see. I think we need to... Let me check. We need to help Art. Yeah, Art is keep playing aggressively. Art, you need to stop playing aggressively like that. We kill the Doomfist. We are 6 versus 5. Just go back. Go back and try to kill Reaper. Now the next target is Reaper. Play to poke. Focus the Reaper. Kill the Reaper. Easy win. But now, instead of disengaging, you are engaging. And our Reaper also is engaging when he doesn't have no shift. I don't know what Beat is doing right now. He's tipping on the top. What the fuck? And now you just need to play together. That's more easy than that. Like, it's easier. Just play together. And poke the enemy. You win. And now you lost this. But luckily they wasted their Sigma ultimate. Anticon threw this. And shouldn't. There was no need of using his ultimate, right? Like they were 6 versus 4. Let's go to the next fight. So the next fight they're coming up 6 ultimate, guys. You have 6 ultimate coming up, guys. You should have win this. Easily. So Beat is going top. Is above the plane. Yeah. Is fighting both Reaper. Yeah, Beat is fighting both Reaper and Lucio. I mean, this thing of having Reaper going here. Normally, like, I think Beat got a bit of luck. Like, he killed the Reaper, but normally, like, it's 2 versus 1. So you should have like, you should have died, you know. But then he halted. And we picked 2 person, right? So, yeah, I think it's fine. Like, we're using Sigma, I guess, because we killed the Reaper. I don't know. Like, if there was enough communication and Beat have called this ultimate, for sure we weren't like you going to use like the Sigma ultimate. We picked the Reaper. Now we are using the Blossom for killing the Lucian. That's fine. It's super good. You kill the Lucio, you are 6 versus 4, you don't need to use any ultimate, you just rush, you win the fight, right? But since I don't think we called this, so for that reason, we fucked up the ultimate. We used the Blossom and then we used the Sigma. But that's fine, we won the fight, I guess.
Cala il panino all'Africa.
Thanks for the follow, Wrecking. Thanks, man. That's fine, we use 2 ultimate, that's not that big issue. Okay, next fight, we have Bongo Coalitions to engage. They have a free bit for disengage. Like for trading, because we use like our Sigma and they still have bit, right? No, you didn't. Again, you can see. Tell me this fight. So, everyone is here, right? First thing I want to say. So, if everyone is pushing the payload, like 5 person are pushing the payload, first thing I want to say to beat would be this one, okay? So, you can't think that the enemy, like right now the enemy are going out. So, if you go for a flank, for TP above them here, when the enemy are going out right now, of course that's gonna scout you. This is the first problem. So, when you go for a flank, you need to flank where the enemy can't see you. And as soon as possible also. Second thing I want to say is like, if 5 person are pushing the payload here, and you are here, don't you think it's too much space between your team and you? And I don't think you're gonna get too much value. So for example, you can say 6 here, then when the payload is moving forward, what you can do is like, okay, with Bongo Coalitions, the Reaper from the payload can TP above, and we push with Bongo Coalitions, then you can Fangle from behind. And that's cool. That's fine. But now, what's happening? He did the TP too late. Of course, they scouted him, they pull him. Now, use the shift, right? Since he used the shift, luckily they don't have Keck Bondi does have no pull, okay? Because remember, like, a pull normally is very good as Orisa. You want to keep the pull, for example, for a Reaper or for someone that some DPS that you can pull after they use their shift of disengage. For example, imagine now that the Reaper is shifting back. Imagine that the Orisa, the blue Orisa, got the pull. He can like pull the Reaper versus him, towards him, right? And he can kill him. So right now I'm imagining the blue team, if it's good, if they're playing in the right way, what they should do right now in this situation. Reaper no shift. The enemy Reaper no shift, guys. What to do? Blue team. What the blue team should do right now? Since the Reaper has no shift. Push. Yeah, push the Reaper. The push of Reaper should start now. Not when the Reaper is like shifting. Sorry, not when the Reaper is no more on shift. They should start pushing now. What do you think is gonna happen? If they start pressing W here, and the Reaper is moving here, they're gonna basically find the Reaper without the shift in front of them, right? And they're gonna kill the Reaper. But they didn't play too much aggressive. You see they are all splitted. They should have been more together and rush faster. I don't think they hump here. I would have bumped there as a Lucio. Now they're bongoing. There is miscommunication here. I can say that this is a miscommunication. So they're using the bongo, right? So what we are looking to do here? Which is a communication. It's like we want to rush with bongo coalitions and destroying the bongo. I guess this is a destroy bongo, right? But what I can see is like someone said probably kite, and someone else said engage with coalitions and bongo, for example. And that's miscommunication again. Yeah, but this is counter calling. I mean, let's imagine the bongo coalitions. It's fine. The two things are, or we full back, we go full back, we kite it all like the bongo, and then we engage. But this is coming if the bongo is not in a is in a good position for the enemy where you can't destroy the bongo. But since the bongo is very open, as you can see, I would suggest you, instead of kiting, just go for the bongo coalitions. But now, don't do like a fake where you go back, wasting, for example, cooldown. For example, I think you waste a bit the hump, and then you push forward when your teammates see your movement and see you don't know what are you doing, because now you speed. But when you're speeding to kite, you're using the coalitions, and then you're using the bongo, where you are very far from the enemy, and no one can engage into them. And that's why you're not getting any value. You can see, you're not getting value from your bongo for that. Now you are dying, and now you're killing someone, but you could have killed them much faster, much easier, right? Now they're beating. And the Reaper is... let me check. Yeah, Willy is in a bad position. Willy, as a Lucio, should never be on the payload like that. You need to war ride. Especially when you're playing versus Doomfist Reaper, you always be on a war ride in the middle of the fight. Especially since you know that they have Reaper ultimate. You don't want to get like in the Reaper ultimate. Because now you need to beat. And since you were here in the loss of the Reaper Blossom, you can't beat. And you died. And you lost the fight. So next time, in the middle of the fight or the start of the fight as a Lucio, war ride, play on high ground. Don't be on the payload. That's like a very platinum thing. And you lost this. And you could have won this, right? You could have won this. So now, next fight. Now you have beat for the Sigma. You don't have any other ultimate. You force the Risa Gold. That's cool. And Keck Bonnie for some reason is pushing. And that's good. I don't know, like this is a very big mistake by Keck Bonnie, like the main tank from the OSH-TEKK Warriors. Because he used the Fortify. Now doesn't no Fortify and they keep pushing. And that's super bad. You beat the Sigma. Now you focus the DPS. You kill the Sigma. Now you're trying to kill the Reaper. You kill the Lucio. Now Reaper no shift. You kill the Reaper. And now you keep pushing. And that's good. But you won only because they fucked up. Not because you did fine. I don't think so. I mean, you did fine focusing the Risa since he didn't have gold. But again, the problem is still the same. A Beat is playing on a Fangle that is not good. Or at least is not good because he's too far from the tank line. Like, firstly, you don't need having a free person on the payload. You're not playing a fucking ranked, okay? You just leave someone on the payload. For example, you can leave the Lucio on the payload. Or like the Moira, whatever. I would say probably Lucio. And then you hold close. For example, you can set up a corner. Like, you can set up like someone here, Orisa here, the Reaper here with the shield of Sigma. So you can push him, right? But now, again, Beat is playing very far from the tank line. I don't even know where is the Risa. Yeah, you see how much is far. This is not, you're not getting anything. Hello, Mandolino. You're not getting anything as a Reaper. Let's imagine, at least, maybe if you are able to force the Fortify. But for sure you're not gonna force the Fortify because they are all 6 here and you are alone here. So, if you want to play like this, you want to have your tanks playing aggressive with you. Holding the choke. Someone here and someone here. Reaper and Fangle here and the tank line here. And with this, you can play aggressively. But again, now, the Reaper is shifting. So, the blue team is gonna rush. And they're gonna have, like, more advantage than you, right? Because the Reaper doesn't have no shift. But luckily, Art got the pick on Moira. So, it's pretty good because he denied the coalitions. Bye, man. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I hope it was like fine. This VOD was interesting for you, and also thank you a lot. Appreciate it for the sub, man. Thank you. See you next time. So now, thank you, man. Appreciate it. So now we pick someone. What I want from you, like Heart, you pick the Moira, spam, you go back. You don't engage again on them. You just want to go back, right? But unluckily you died because... yeah, you didn't have too much follow-up. I think there was some way you could have like went back probably with the cooldown. Because you use the punch, right? You drop down, you use the punch. I think you could have... you are full HP, so I think you could have like uppercut and then slam probably. You thought, okay, it's fine, but imagine, like, that's really important, like, the enemy are getting, like, they have, like, Doomfist ultimate, you can hear at least, let's see two things, or you need to watch what is happening to your teams, okay, or at least in this situation, why your team is going back? Well, because they are afraid of the Doomfist ultimate, right? And you heard the Doomfist ultimate, so since you heard the Doomfist ultimate, you can imagine that your teammates is playing passively, and for sure is not able to help you to play aggressively with you, right? Yeah, you could have like slam, not slam, uppercut and then slam to go back, for example. No? I think it was doable, yeah. And this fight you could have won this fight easily. Since you pick the Moira and then you pick the Doomfist, you stabilize. Imagine you were here, your teammates could have like helped you, and now you are 6 versus 4. You could have won this fight 100%, yeah. Unlucky. As I said, it is miscommunication and miscoordination. There is not enough coordination. There is no coordination at all, let's say. I mean, not at all, but most of the time the problem is coordination. Now you see, this is playing passively, right? See this? This is cool. I can see that right now the communication is fine, right? Because what we are saying is, okay, Ryzen is gonna say, I have almost my ultimate, play around my ultimate. That's fine. That's a really good call. And we're playing passively. You see how much we are playing around shield? No one is getting damage. No one is forcing cooldowns. We're just poking with Ryzen on off angle. We're getting Ryzen ultimate up. And then we engage with Ryzen ultimate. That's cool. But there is only one problem. Now, the blue team, since they have a spawn advantage, they're gonna be 6. Because Case Play is just here. And we are 5 because Art is still at the spawn. So the problem was, okay, you shouldn't halt, I would say. You should have wait for Art to come back. Using your ultimate, now they're gonna force their lamp. We don't know about the lamp, probably. We didn't know that they have lamp. Yeah, you see, since you didn't have like Doomfist, you basically couldn't like do anything. Imagine if you had like the Doomfist here. You could have... Doomfist is really cool versus this thing, because the Doomfist can punch the target away from the loss of the Baptist, right? Baptist lamp. So this was another fight that you could have like win easily if you had like wait for the Art instead of engaging right now. And again, is like missing. There is no communication, or no one is saying, okay, we are 5 versus 6. Let's wait. I have my Sigma. Wait for Art. When Art is ready, we rush, right? For sure, you can't engage 5 versus 6 because you are not playing versus a Platinum team, right? Then you're engaging with Beat is going to TP behind them. It's good because he TP next to the Batiste. He killed the Batiste. He got stun. I think he got the... He could have shift this, I guess, right? Tell me if I'm wrong. I think he got the time to shift. Let me know. Tell me, guys. Do you think he got stun? Yeah, now I think in this right situation, in this right moment... No, wait, he's still stunned. I think he could have shift this. Yeah, he could have shift this to escape. But he wasn't too fast. He wasn't too fast. Unlucky. And now they're using their Reaper ultimate and we are losing. Yeah. Yeah, Ryzen, well, let me check how Ryzen went on the left. I use the ultimate, then he's chasing the Reaper, the Doomfist. Skip chasing the Doomfist. Yeah, but now from this position, from off angle, you should have went back to the... what do you think? No, I don't think so. I think Ryzen from here should have went back to the Riza. I don't know why he was keep playing. Yeah, he went in the tunnel vision. This is really bad, like. Yeah, he shouldn't be there. Especially because Ryzen, especially because Reaper got the ultimate. And you should know that the Reaper got ultimate. And you could have countered the Reaper ultimate if you were like, if you are back with your teammates. The reason why this light, like the Reaper ultimate, the light got this value from the Reaper was because Ryzen was playing in off angle and he could have like shift and rock the Reaper. Ah, the Reaper shift. I think he could. I think he could. Especially, I mean, depending on the ping, I guess, but I think he could have shifted. Anyway, that wasn't the biggest problem. The biggest problem was that this one. Yeah, you see, like Ryzen is still playing behind, and all the team is in front, so that's another problem. You tunnel vision too much on the off angle Ryzen, and then you ended out of position. You couldn't like shift. You couldn't stop the engage of the Doomfist ultimate, the Reaper ultimate, and then you fucked up for that. Ryan Shu. Okay, I think the problem here is like fake line is like low HP, right? And we have the bongo. I don't think like right now Ryan Shu should heal like you Lion should play around the shield. Ryan Shu should heal you and keep playing around the shield. Like right now I think you forced too early the 40. You see a 0 HP without the armor, and now you're forcing your Fortify too early, I guess. Now you don't have Fortify, he's healing you, but now you don't have Fortify and you're getting focused. You're playing around the shield. Let's see. Well, no, you're doing quite a good fight. They're not killing you, it's fine. But Will is getting punched by the Doomfist. Yeah, right now we need to focus the Doomfist. Doomfist should die. We need to focus as first target, we need to kill the Doomfist. Because the Doomfist is the one that is clutching the fight, right? He's missing a lot of focus. Yeah, there is a lot of misfocus here, as you can see. Yeah, just focus fire. Okay, let's see now. So first thing I want to say, remember when you're going out from here, the thing that you still don't understand is like you can't go out 6 from here because you don't know which comp they have, you don't know where they are. So it's extremely important. It should be like someone here, or could be like a Lucy War Riding, or should be like a Sigma, for example, on high ground here. Okay, at least because you can check what is happening. But you can't go out here like free, blindly. Okay, now you're going out. Both Reaper and May use their shift, so right now we are in a good position. Bad wall. Why?
Attackers incoming.
He will have time. We don't need to like fucking rush instantly to the point. Because imagine if they have like they're playing a Bastion, right? And there is Bastion right now here, and there is only a reason on the point, and you rush out as soon as possible. What do you think is gonna happen? The Bastion is gonna shoot you, for example. It's really important scouting. You don't need to go out instantly. It's not about going out instantly and stopping the payload here. You can also like go out when the payload is here, to be honest. It's not that important.
Stop the payload.
But now, which is the problem? You forced, so Reaper and Mei, they don't have their cooldown. So now the focus are the Reaper and the Mei, right? We need to kill Reaper and Mei. Since Reaper is here and the Mei is here, where you should use your wall? You force the 2 cooldowns for free, because you didn't basically do anything. You didn't use any cooldown for forcing their cooldown, right? Behind them, here. Now! Don't use that later, use now! You use the wall now, here. Imagine. Reaper and Mei are here without shift, right? Imagine if you're using your wall here. Oh, fuck. Let me... Wall here. Okay? What do you think they're gonna do? Ah, you got walled. Ah, lucky. You're behind the wall. It's fine. But again, okay. But the problem is still the same. Okay, you got wall, you didn't have sight. That's fine. Okay, you go out. You don't need... Right now, you don't need to hurry up the stuff. Especially, you can't use your wall like this. You could have waited a bit more and using wall here in the best way, right? You went too fast on using your wall. Remember, you don't need to rush the wall. It's better to wait a bit more and using the wall when you actually need it, where you actually need it. In the right position. Okay? Because right now, imagine if the wall was here, Mei and Reaper that were here, you could have rushed them and they were like dead. Because they don't have a shift, right? Now, Reaper TP top. Okay? So, since the Reaper beat is TPing top, what you have to do as a team? Lion, what you have to do as a main tank? As a leader on the rush. Like, since the Reaper just CP behind, and his intention is to drop down if he say anything, you want to play aggressively. Right? But for getting more value, what is happening right now, you see, Reaper is dropping down and is killing the Mei. Right? This is not good. I mean, it's good that he picked the Mei. But he picked the Mei only because they fucked up. Because what should happen, imagine, Reaper is here. What you want to do is like, first the tank line, you as a 5, you rush. And then after you are rushing, so the enemy are seeing that you are rushing, the Reaper drop down. Can't happen the opposite. We can't have like Reaper here dropping down and you are here. You want 5? Okay, the Reaper TP. Okay, I'm gonna TP behind them. Get ready to push. 3, 2, 1, pushing, and then he drop down. That's good. Right? That is fun. Now you are trying to rush. Bad wall again. I think you need to work a lot on the walls, Heart. Your walls are pretty bad. Beat here, I don't agree too much, but at least if Beat is playing here, he should look behind and not below. Because someone could come from behind, I mean. And that's what is happening actually. Case playing didn't see him. What the fuck? He didn't see him. How? Case didn't see him. You force the wall. The shift, I mean. And now he's going back. They force the wall too. And they're using the shift. Yeah, you can see which is the problem, no? I mean, right now we are rushing, we want to rush with coalitions, but are we actually rushing? The only one that is rushing now is you, Lion. But see all the other. The DPS should be with Lion. And now the Reza should be dead. But you are not rushing. That's why I'm saying there is not enough coordination. Now you waste a lot of cooldown. And I'm expecting you to play slowly. And you're playing slow. So now this is a long fight, right? When it comes to play long fight like this, which is the most important thing to know? Yeah, but the Orisa was very far. I mean, went in front. You were too fast behind. Not their ults, but also your ult, right? When you're poking, both teams are poking, right? So in the middle of the fight, in all the confusion there will be, you need to also like give information about your ultimate. Guys, I'm close to my flags. Let's play slow until I have my flags. For example, you could have like play around the corner, wait for the flags, and then you're using a flags, right? So in a long fight, it's really important communication, clearing communication, and the important things to talk are calling CDs that the enemy don't have, like for example main no block, and then calling ultimate that the enemy are building, ultimate of enemy, and your ulti when you're building ultimate. So you know how to use ultimate, because imagine if you are building now you just built the Sigma and you just build the Mei. If there is no communication about, oh, I have my ultimate, I want about my intention. Imagine both ultimate are gonna throw. You're gonna use both ultimate together, and it's gonna be a waste, right? So it's really important, like giving information, communicate that. But since you didn't have, like, you didn't call that they have like my ultimate probably, and you waste a lot of cooldown. I can see that you didn't have any cooldown. Yeah. You lost this. It's fine. You sold a bit, like for 1 minute and a half, so it's fine. Bye, man. Bye, Mandolino. So you're going from the right. And from that you're forcing the Reaper shift, and that's good. They're pulling you. And you're going for the Sigma ultimate, and that's good. They're beating. Let me check. Antigon is using his ultimate too. But he didn't get anyone. What the fuck? What happened? He didn't get anyone from the ultimate. Antigon. Antigon fucked up the ultimate. You see? There is no communication here. I think right now is missing communication, right? You said, for sure you said we want to engage with Sigma. But did we call which ultimate you want to use after Sigma? I don't think so, because we are using Mei, and then we are using Coalitions, and then we are using the Bongo. So why the fuck you use Bongo Coalitions? You called, so the plan was, there was the plan, but you didn't follow up the plan. Correct? Maybe you can say, oh, they use the Moira, you want to trade the Moira Coalitions with your Moira Coalitions, but that's okay, but you don't even need that. You were lagging, okay. But you waste too many ultimate here. Use 1, 2, 3, 4 ultimate. And they use, well, they use 3 ultimate, so it's not too much bad. The point right now is like they don't have Sigma ultimate, we have Beat. So I would suggest now in some way to rush with Beat. Ah, you are lagging, okay. So again, a beat position is pretty bad. I don't like this position. Like if beat is playing here and the enemy are coming from high, of course they're gonna see him. This position is basically useless. Like What I would suggest, for example, is like if they're coming up, you scout that they're coming from high ground. You can stay as a Reaper. You can decide instead of being on the high ground, or you stay here. You start from this high ground, or you basically stay behind them. You know they're coming from high ground. Okay, I'm gonna go below them. So as soon as they're gonna drop down, I can shoot on them, right, from off angle, and that's fine. So they are coming from high ground, they're playing here for which reason, guys? Can someone tell me why they're playing on high ground? Like the blue team, OSH-TEKK Warriors, why they're standing on that high ground? There is a reason for doing that or not? Lion, Horizon, Art, someone? Come on. Someone from the chat. There is like all the chat. I'm gonna say the name of the person are in the chat now. They're all sleeping, guys. Yeah, if they're coming from high ground right now, I see how they're playing passive. Yes, they're building ultimate, right? If they're there, because they're building ultimate, they want to build at least my ultimate probably. I can see that. I don't agree with this, of course. There is no sense of like standing there and like with like building my ultimate. They have like Bongo Blossom. They can use Bongo Blossom to win this fight. Yeah, you are right. But the plan, I don't think the plan was fine. And then they are using Bongo. They want to use Bongo Coalition, Bongo Blossom. But tell me, guys, tell me, someone from the chat, apart from Lion, everyone, like someone else that is not from the team, can someone tell me, with this ultimate, Light is gonna use his ultimate, right? The Reaper is gonna go for the Bongo Blossom. What do you think is gonna happen? This Bongo Blossom is gonna kill someone or not? Is gonna get value or not? You can see there is a pool here, right? So they're gonna blossom right in the pool. Everyone is gonna die or not? Tell me. Hello? Let's put a bit of music. Well, for sure it's not a good ultimate. Why? Because there is like there is Orisa. There is Sigma, so if you're ulting in front of the Risa and the Sigma, you're not gonna get anything. Yes, exactly. Then you have all the shift, so they're not gonna get anything. And you also wall. This is really cool because you wall the Bongo. So actually, Reaper is not like going for the Blossom Bongo, but it's just Blossom. Right? Because you block the LOS of the Bongo. Right? So really cool. And this is very panic ultimate. I would say that is very panic. In plus, they engage 5 versus 6 without the Mei. But the problem now that we are splitting a lot. But we are beating, so it's fine. We beat. We beat it and Reaper, right? And we got a bit more of... I think we could have waited a bit more to use that ultimate, it's fine. Okay, so basically we trade... they use Bongo Coalition, they use Bongo Blossom for beat and Blossom, okay? The problem is like they're gonna be close to Sigma now and we don't have beat anymore. But we are close to Sigma too. So right now the call should be like this. We should play like to poke and have a Sigma ultimate. As soon as we have Sigma ultimate, we use the Sigma ultimate and then we coalitions. That should be the plan. And we should win this fight, the last fight probably. For some reason, OSH-TEKK Warriors is engaging with with the Mei ultimate. Okay. Okay, the first problem. Ryzen, you are playing here in off angle. That's okay because you're trying to build your ultimate. But you should start like moving back to your teammates as soon as you see that they're using Mei ultimate. Because you want to be here, for example, to help your Mei and your Risa to survive with your shield. Okay, right now, this situation. You are here. From here, you move towards here. And you help your Mei and Orisa. You need to clamp. You need to move towards your Orisa and Mei. Your front lane. Orisa is standing alive. Use the shift. Their Mei use the shift too. So, first problem, Ryzen is splitted here and he didn't went back. Second problem, you Heart, you use your shift for the Mei ultimate, right? But then you keep playing aggressively instead of moving back. I know because you want to freeze and kill Case Play, but that's bad. You don't want to. You are not the one that can kill Case Play because you are you don't have shift. So you want to play back, especially because you don't want to die because you have a Mei ultimate soon, right? Right now the call should be, okay, let's kite. Kite back. Or now you are engaging with Qualis, so it's fine. But now you died and you had your ultimate. And Ryzen died too with the ultimate up. So basically, they killed the two person that got their ultimate up. Because you played splitted. Ryzen was here instead of playing with your teammates. Slow. And you are the two. So the feedback should be like this. In the middle of the fight... Okay, if you are close to ultimate, so Ryzen, in this case Ryzen and Art, if you are close to ult, instead of playing aggro splitted, not playing aggro and splitted, but try to play safe as much as you can and get your ultimate up. Make sense? Hello, Willie. Welcome back.
10 seconds.
This is not good. You can't engage on them now. We lost two. Right? We are... which is the situation? The situation is 6 versus 5. You are 5, they are 6, right? No, sorry. We are 5 versus 4, right? So what to do right now is going back. You can't engage. The payload is here, so you are gonna have the time to went back. You can just kite back and then re-engage. Right? So again, he's missing. We are not calling, oh, we are 5 versus 4. What does it mean 4 versus 5? We are 1 down. We can disengage and then re-engage, touch again with our players, right? And the problem is like because we are not calling, there is no 5 versus 5, 6 versus 6, 6 versus 5, 5 versus 4, stuff like that, right? This is not the first time it's happening, right? It's probably the third one.
Seconds.
Yeah, see ya, Quarty. Thanks for being here. See ya next time. Ciao, ciao, bello. Now they're using Sigma and you're gonna probably die. Yeah, everyone is gonna die because you don't have it and you lost. Okay, now you are rushing super aggressively. I don't know which ultimate. Okay, I don't agree too much on this art, to be honest. You know that I'm not a fan of using Mei ultimate at the start of the fight, right? So, in this situation, when you are rushing like this, you have an ultimate to engage, right? That is the Lion ultimate. I would say you should engage with Lion ultimate. You probably engage with Mei ultimate, I know why, because you want to swap, right? You want to go Doomfist, probably, correct? But it's fine, just go with the Mei Orisa ultimate, rush on with the Orisa ultimate, and then you go for the Mei, and then you swap to the Doomfist. Because right now, as you can see, they have all the cooldowns. And they're able to kite back. But yeah, you kill, you get the Sigma, right? So you win the fight. But the problem, you win the fight, but you didn't kill all the 6 person, right? You just kill 1. Right? They were 1 down. What does it mean? They were 1 down. What do you mean they were 1 down? No, I'm not saying just... Well, apart from that, I mean, you could have... What I'm saying is not just with the bongo, man. You don't get me. Means you didn't get anything on my coaching, man. Every time I coached you. The Doomfist was dead. So since the Doomfist was... I don't think the Doomfist was dead. Why? Ah, you killed the Doomfist now. Oh, you're right. So, especially since the Doomfist was dead, why are you using your Mei ultimate? You shouldn't use any ultimate, though. You are 6 versus 5. Why are you using ultimate? Also, since I didn't know that you are 6 versus 5, you could have, like, just used the bongo. In this case, you could have just used the bongo, right? Ah, you said we could have won with just bongo. Sorry, I understood in the wrong way. I saw that you said the opposite. We couldn't win. I understood that you said that we couldn't win. No, yeah, you are right. You could have just won with the bongo because we are like 6 versus 5. Yes, or also without any ultimate. Just yes, exactly. But for sure, never use this Mei ultimate, because the reason why you didn't get anything from the Mei ultimate was because they have the hump speed. They have the Orisa Fortify, Reaper got the shift, right? You see, like, Orisa went back, the Lucio speed out, Reaper shift back, and no one dies apart from the Sigma. And we use our Mei ultimate, that is a very big ultimate, without killing everyone. We kill only 1 person, that's bad, you know? Because killing everyone is very cool for the alt economy, right? Killing 6 means you're gonna build your ultimate, right? Since you kill everyone. But if you kill only 1 in one fight, and the enemy are able to kite back, you're not gonna get the full value from the fight, right? Again, Beat got this position that I can't understand. Why he's playing like this? They're coming from high, dropping down, that's fine, okay. And now he's below them. So which is the situation? I think you're gonna play with the pull Sigma, I guess, right? Let's see. Pull Sigma when they're dropping down, that's cool. Focusing the Sigma, they're gonna beat. Now you don't engage. Now we are... Okay, unlucky art, I guess. No, it's not unlucky, to be honest. First thing art I would say is this one. You shouldn't keep the Mei. This was the fight I told you, you remember? So if you just use the Mei ultimate and the enemy are going back, okay, you can give the space, give them all the space for the payload. It's not too much important. Hello, Starfire. It's not too much important if you leave the payload. You give them a bit of meters. It's fine, okay? But you go back to Doomfist, okay? Hello, Flex on Rolex. Flex on Rolex, nice name. It's in English, guys. No, it's not too far, trust me. It's not too far. You can also, like, giving them, like, 10 meters, 15 meters, 20 meters is not a problem at all, trust me. Okay? But anyway, that wasn't the problem. The problem was that you are here, you use the Sigma ultimate, the Doomfist engaged. And as a Mei, what you can do as a Mei versus a Doomfist to stop the engage of the Doomfist, to not die from the Doomfist? What you can do? 2 things, right? You can, on your own, you can shift, and I think you didn't shift, right? and you can also wall, right? You can wall the engage of the Doomfist. So it's really important right now, since you know that they have Doomfist and you have Mei, you want to decide, you want to keep an eye on the Doomfist. Where is the Doomfist? Okay, I saw the Doomfist that is on here, so if when he's engaging, I'm gonna wall him. And if he's engaging on me, I'm gonna try to shift. I don't wanna die. I don't want to hold my shift. I want to be sure I'm not gonna die. And you see here, you should have shift here, and you didn't shift. That's fine. Okay, you didn't do. Okay, it's fine. You wall here, and it's fine because you are stopping the enemy to help the Doomfist. Okay, and that's super good. Okay, but what you want to do as a as a Mei right now, you don't want to die, so you want to shift here. Don't speak Italian. I need to die for that. And that's unlucky. And also another thing I noticed is this one. They are still on beat, right? Why we're using bongo coalitions now? Do you think it's good now, using bongo coalitions? The best thing to do right now is like, okay, wait 2 seconds, playing slow, force the Doomfist go out, not dying by the Doomfist, so you could have shift. Kite back a bit, kite back, okay? And then re-engage after the beat is ended, the barriers are ended. You can re-engage with bongo coalitions, right? What? No. Ah, okay, no, it's not good, exactly. You should have waited. Wait for the barriers ended. But if they're still on the beat, you can't. There is no sense of engaging. Because you use the Sigma. Imagine, it's like you are using Sigma ultimate, Bongo and Coalitions, all 3 ultimate together. And they're countering those 3 ultimates with just 1 beat. Make sense?
60 seconds remaining.
So it's really important. Flux. Beat. Beat ended. Bongo coalitions. Right? Super simple.
Cease your resistance.
Now, they're using the bongo. We don't have. We have beat and we have beat and Reaper. That's good. And the Reaper is tipping on the above. Let me see where is the beat. Where is coming beat? Ah, it's coming from the top right. That's cool. That's finally something that beat is doing in a good way. Like his position top right, is tipping above, and then he's dropping down. And see, is using his Blossom on the 2 targets that can insta kill, right? That are Doomfist and Lucio. Because Lucio and Doomfist, they don't have any shift to stop and disengage like from the Blossom. I mean, the Doomfist can disengage, but if you are enough fast with the Blossom, you're gonna die. And that's fine. What happened? He killed the Doomfist and he killed the Lucio. That are the target, the priority target for a Blossom. But the problem is still the same. When he's ulting, Ryzen, for example, you could have giving the shield. Why is not giving shield to the Reaper? You could have given the shield to the Reaper, and everyone from the backline could have rushed and helped the Reaper. Instead, the Reaper is here alone. It's basically like a ranked. You need to push on him. You need to help the Reaper. Give resources to the Reaper. It's fine, okay, he didn't call, and we can always say, it's our fault, it's our teammate's fault, right? But it's not like that. It's fine, okay. Beat got a problem that is not calling, right? But you, as a team, when you see that he's ulting, you can help him anyway, right? For example, it's not important, like, he dropped down, you saw that he dropped down, you could have shielded him, and you didn't. Instead, you use the shield here, instead of using the shield here. No? Tell me, if it makes sense. But that's fine, anyway. You won the fight, and now there is the last fight. Last fight, 20 seconds. And we have beat Coalitions. And they have Bongo and... sorry, not Bongo. They have Reaper, Sigma, and Doomfist.
Check this out.
You are engaging with Coalitions. They're using their Sigma. You are gonna beat this probably. Yeah, you are beating. And they're using Doomfist ultimate. I don't agree with using... I don't know why Case plays use the Sigma or use the Doomfist. What you want to do, they should like chain ultimate. They start with the Sigma, then they force the beat, and then after the beat is at mid, not now, not at the start, but when the barriers are in the mid animation, you want to go for the ultimate of Doomfist. But you did fine. Let me check a second. Okay. You Art pick someone. See, you are all full HP. You pick someone. Just go back. Go back, Art. Don't engage anymore. You pick someone. Go back. Okay? You go back. Now you're still full HP. Just play behind. Play with the corners, play with the shield, stabilization. Also if you are +2, just stabilize. And in the opposite you play aggressively. And this fight could be like much easier. Now you're using your Sigma and you're killing Doomfist, you're killing Oriza, and you should win this. It's good. And GG's. Okay. Well, wasn't that bad. But as you can see, there are a lot of stuff you need to work on a macro level, especially. Anyway, guys, I think I'm gonna stop here because I'm pretty tired. Okay. So, guys, yeah, I'm gonna stop here. We can see maybe tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna do a VOD review or what. Let's see. Anyway, thanks for being here. Let's see if I can ask someone. Let's see if someone is... Oh, thank you, Willie. Thanks, Willie, for giving to Heart like another sub. Thank you, man. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna host someone randomly, probably. I don't know. No, maybe no one. Yeah, I'm not gonna host anyone. Just gonna host. Just gonna host the friend. Come on. Yeah, it's fine. The friend. Thanks for being here. See ya on the next time, guys. Thank you. See ya. Bye bye.